Where is your growth coming from? What are the tailwinds through 2024?
Yeah, of course, the advent of AI has clearly propelled the story of the transformation to the cloud to move our customers from their on-prem installations onto cloud, resulting in an uptick on a constant currency basis by 25% in our cloud revenues. Our more forward-looking so-called CCB, which is basically the 12-month ahead subscription revenues we've already contractually locked in, is even growing at 28%. That's a record growth. And all that is driven really by the core offering we have in the cloud, which is called the Cloud ERP Suite. That offering has actually generated in excess of 30% growth for 9 quarters in a row now.
What is the demand, Dominik, in terms of the specific applications of artificial intelligence in the cloud that you see most commonly invested in by the companies who are your clients?
Well, it's a broad set of applications throughout the enterprise, on HR, on finance, on the supply chain. So there's actually no exclusion, I would say. It's really, really broad. We have brought about 30 use cases recently to the market. We are planning another 100 to come. We already have more than 27,000 customers using AI-powered use cases in the corporation. The 300 million users we have by now in the cloud are really benefiting to make themselves more productive and to fight, for instance, rising inflation and salaries.
How much are you winning market share versus simply just capitalizing on the incredible demand that we see right now for artificial intelligence?
Well, undoubtedly, on the Cloud ERP Suite, we do win market share. I mentioned the 30% plus growth we have. The market is more in the low to mid-teens. So that's a very tremendous outperformance. It's like more than twice the performance of the market.
So from who? Who are you gaining market share from in particular?
Well, sometimes it's kind of homemade solutions we are displacing. Sometimes it's also against our key competitors. It's also the fact that SAP has been more focused on the on-prem installations, i.e. software deployed by the customers. Now we're really moving to the cloud. So we can convert that huge customer base on-prem into the cloud, and that drives the growth I mentioned.
German Chancellor Olaf Scholz was recently in China, and the head of your Greater China region for SAP was talking about how this was a good thing and potentially there could be more of an expansion of SAP in China. Are you concerned when you see news coming out like Apple overnight about how they have this diminished share when it comes to Chinese revenue?
Well, actually, if you compare us to other global tech players, we have actually a relatively moderate share of revenues in China. We do see growth opportunities, but honestly, there are other markets which move the needle much more for us. So we're not really concerned on that front.
What other markets are moving the needle?
Actually, we have been super strong in Asia-Pacific outside China. Also, Europe, good old Europe, is doing quite strongly. And last but not least, the biggest market for us is the United States. And we've also great traction here in the United States.